There we go. Let's see. Oh, fucking hell. That's a bit loud. There we go. Let's see how that is, boys. Let's also see how the game sounds as well. Nice one for that, Will. Fucking hell, it's a bit loud, boys. Sorry. Okay. Let's follow AM7 as we've seen him prepping for his hot lap prior. No, he isn't. He's coming in for the... Doesn't seem like people have it in him to come out for the second lap. Seems getting ready for that hot lap. He's charged his ERS up. He's feeling confident. It was a bit too wide for his liking, maybe. There's a C with his first sector. Mounts that curb on the left, maybe not wanting to do that. Flies over here, full flat, as it's easy to do in this generation of F1 cars. But yeah, touches the red curb. Beautiful. Really tight to here. Quick on the throttle. And he's mastered it. He's perfect. Let's see his line through here. Nice. Bit hesitant for him though. Close to invalidating. He's on the limits. Whilst when you go for medium, because this track is really hard on track limits, and bear with me, this track is really bad for tyre wear, so I kind of got a bit mixed up. Tyre wear in terms of the fact of how many curbs there is and how many long corners there are. So the long lefts and the long rights really do kill your fronts, your front lefts. And yeah, basically people might want to be going for the one stop, maybe wanting to be hoping for the safety car. It seems we've had so many collisions already just in qualifying, it kind of looks like there's too many people maybe wanting a bit of trouble. Because we're going to follow Fallen. Or is that Anastasis, his mate? 7/10 down. Seem just wanted to get himself back in the pits. Can't see that Williams though. Of James, but James. So the people that are in danger at the moment is Anastasis, Milo, and Seam. You're gonna be looking at Milo maybe wanting to come out after he's sorted all of it. Let's see how confident Anastasis is on this throttle here. Really confident, snaps the car into straight line. Really nice, just graze the curb on your exit. Maybe don't want to be in second. Too much wheel spin. Let's see the kind of first sector he's got going on here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what he compares to James. This is a 27.2, which is a 10th down in his previous lap as the car slides out. So it looks like Jimmy had a little hiccup. Let's have a look. He's at 8 thousandths up on his previous lap. Anastasis really does pull the car across these curbs. Just maybe grazing his curb and throwing it across the track. He's absolutely solid. He's 2 tenths up on his previous lap. This will be enough to pull him out of the elimination stages. As he sets a purple sector 2, maybe a glitch, maybe not. As a car maybe wants to try and slide out on him. Have a look. Looks like it's going to be a high 116. And it is a 116.8, which pulls him out of the elimination stages by a mile. He's 3 tenths up on his previous lap, which is going to be looking like a 116.5. A 116.5, 4 tenths up on his previous lap. That's a flyer. So that's perfect for everybody. So let's see what kind of tyre ages we're going to be looking at for anybody interested for this. So the tyres right now. So Soybean's looking a bit in trouble. You know, the 3 laps on the mediums, but Anastasis looking in trouble as well with the 4 laps. But people that are looking really strong at the moment would be Nico, George, Tom, Will. Maybe not knowing the best strategy, but Lewis at the same time, 1 lap he sat on the mediums and he's just scraped past. He's scraped past the elimination stages. This will be a really fun race to watch. But what we say? What's everyone's predictions for Q3, guys? I reckon someone's going to set a 14. I reckon someone's going to set a 14-9 just out of the blue, flying. Alpine? Is this? Jeff says rain in 10 minutes. I'll be able to tell you. I'll be able to tell you guys what's going to be happening in the race as well. So right now we're looking at the statistics. So we're looking at 10 minutes. Don't look like there's going to be really much rain. Cloudy maybe, not really rain. Race full dry. So right now we've got a Williams of James, I believe it is, set in a purple sector 1 with a 26.9. Then we've also got a purple sector 2 by which looks like to be C. So we're going to be looking at the Alpine. What do we know? But it looks like people are invalidating a bit too much for people's likings. Yeah, it does look a bit rough. It does look a bit messy. If Ford can get himself out of this elimination stage. Ooh. I don't know. It's Ford, that's a fucking flyer. That's perfect. It's a shame that people didn't want to get out because then Red Bulls would have been in trouble. But right now, Lewis has got him by the skin of his teeth and he's looking really, really strong. The tyre's one lap old. He's going to be flying off that start-finish line. Maybe wants to take the stint an extra bit longer. At the same time, I think safety cars are going to come out. It's going to benefit the soft runners, personally. Because the soft runners can make the two-stop work. The safety car comes out early. They box for a set of mediums and instantly they're on fresher tyres and their time in Q2 is just being redeemed. You don't need to worry. Right now again we've got the whole retirement stuff. This Q3 is going to be a fun one nonetheless. Because if AM7 out-qualifies Lewis again, might not like that. With Lewis being in the championship contention, he wants to be in front of AM. With him being a reserve, he gets half points. Maybe he thinks isn't valid enough for him to be in front. Maybe not. So we'll see. But right now it's a bit of a mix-up grid. And we can see who wants to be mediums and who wants to take the stint longer and who wants to go softs. So hopefully people have reasons for this. But nonetheless, it's going to be a fun race. As Fallen takes a 5-place grid penalty, as we've seen he had a collision prior, so he needs to get himself maybe in the top 4, maybe top 5 on a pair of softs. But at the same time, if he goes for softs in Q2, he'll grab himself an extra pair for Q3 to use, so he might want to be able to burn the softs in Hungary. So if he can get himself in P4, P5, it'd be really solid for Haas, just to get into the points and try and scrape some points. But at the moment, we just want to see Red Bull, Williams and Mercedes go at it in Q3 like they have done this whole season. It'll be a really fun quality to watch. We'll see who's got the biggest balls, as we say. Who can push the car to the limits and who wants to take a big gamble. See, is Nico... Or is a Red Bull that splits a Mercedes? Maybe not. Maybe not wanted. Maybe not what they wanted. Maybe. Nico might be able to hold. There's 5 people already out on the track, so Nico will be wanting to hold this pack. So it looks like it is a bit cloudy, so there's going to be a lack of grip. So the people that do run high differential are going to maybe struggle coming out of slow speeds. As it is Lewis that follows Nico. It's Soybean that follows Lewis. You see James maybe wanting to follow that pack as well, maybe get really close up. Let's see. Obvious. What we'll do is we'll go for this. Take that off. We're gonna follow Nico as he preps into the fight, into the third sector. Can he make a statement in Hungary? Can he make the statement? Because it's Will that starts off the lap first, followed by Nico. And follow Will, see how much grip he has coming out of here. Stands a throw, just looks like he didn't have no issue at all. Let's see with Nico, how much grip does he have coming out? Bit twitchy, but he manages to keep it. Let's see. 27.1 would be 3 or 4 tenths of what he set. Setting Q1, let's see with Nico. As he smashes it. He smashes it. Really chucked it in there. Seems that maybe Soybean is spun. Yeah, that's not what he wants. Just waiting for everybody to get past. The Williams trailing each other. He doesn't want to get in front of them either. He's done a really good job of following that. Will's on a 54.1 and he's just invalidated. 53.3. Can he hold it? Really throws it to there, quick onto the throttle. 5th gear, 6th gear. He's flying. And he's going to have Will as well to drag him down the main straight if he's quick enough. Let's have a look at what the standards have been set right now. It looks like a high 114. And it is a 114.8. Has Lewis got anything to say about that? A 15.2. Maybe not what he wants. Looks like Milo as well. This looks like a high. This looks like a high 116. Yes, 116.9. So 2 seconds off the pace. Maybe not the lap he wanted to set. So AM7 again. Nice is a little prospect. We know he likes to touch the curb here. Quick onto the throttle. Tight to the right. Goes in here, takes extra shallow, quick onto the throttle. Beautiful. Seems like James just maybe spun. This isn't what he wants. AM's throwing it round. 2 tenths off the first sector that Nico set, but he can still bounce back in sector 2. Can AM7 out qualify his teammate? Does look like it's a bit musty, a bit damp. And he's taking his chances. He's flying. Gain a 10th. So he gains a 10th on Nico through the through the second sector. This is looking like a high 114, maybe low 115. This is looking good. As he smashes it. This is what we like to see. Seems like Will as well. Oh, we're not holding anybody up here, are we? We're not holding, as he held him up. This isn't what he wants. This is not what he wants. So we know George has had a bit of a rough patch in qualifying, but likes to hold it consistent through the pace of just the whole race. So he goes into the pits, maybe wants to just have a little breather, have a talk to his teammate. As we're gonna follow Fallen as well, because he does look really good. Now, let's see if he can hold our laps together. Let's see. Oh, he's absolutely chucked it through. That's beautiful. Just bear in mind that little quick left-hander isn't part of the first sector, so he could still gain on Nico. So he's looking strong. He's done a lot of practice. This track, a perfect line for the chicane. Flies it round there. Super confident in the car and what he wants it to do with it. Maybe touch the curb here. Maybe gets the car to slide a little bit. And he's chucking it. He's got so much confidence with the car. Maybe he loses 4 temps. Maybe the grip in the track just isn't there no more. Just isn't feeling as confident. AM7 goes into the pits. Maybe a bad call for me to switch. Let's see if he can stick it together here. Quick on the throttle. That's a pretty solid lap for Falling. We said he wants to be in P4, P5. This George is absolutely throwing it round here. Oh, ice is invalidated. So Tom is holding it down pretty well right now. Really nice line through there. Maybe could have taken a bit more chicane on the second bump. Misses the chicane there, and he's maybe lifted off. Definitely a lift off there, and he's very close to invalidating. He's still 6 temps, just off what Nico sets at, about 5 temps off what AM set. So it does look like maybe a high 115, low 116 right now. Let's follow and let's see what the standards are. 115.8, which is pretty solid. Because Lewis is flying around there. He's a 10th. The 10th faster in his first sector. See, he throws it through here. Looks really confident. Let's see the standards. Let's see how much trust he has in the car as he lifts off. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Just warming up the tyres, maybe wanting to go for that extra lap. Oh, a soybean. He's only 2 temps off what Nico sets it equal to AM right now. He's got a way better line through there. A bit of a snap, and this just isn't what he needs. He needs to get himself back into the pits quickly. As he can't hold up this Ferrari behind him either, man. It's an Alpha. Which looked like it was on a hot lap as well. Maybe both of them. Maybe looking to go again. As George is rounding the final corner right now. As it looks like a high 116. 16.2. Was invalidated there, bear in mind. As Lewis is giving it another shot. Oh, as he catches the car. He's absolutely got his car on rails. He needs to put his foot down. His teammate cannot out-qualify him. We do have to follow. As we see, he is invalidated again. Will he have enough fuel for another run? George rounds off again. Have a look what kind of pace he's messing with. His AM7's out again. He maybe didn't need to do that. Oh, it's a bit naughty. As it's rain starting to spit already. This may be the last chance. Soybean needs to maybe stick it here. He needs to get a lap in or he's going to bite him. He's going to bite him where he really don't want to be with. So here again. James prepping again for another lap. His AM7's maybe on. He's invalidated. He really didn't need to go on. Right now I believe we got Will on a fast lap, very close. He isn't. Maybe people just didn't have their strats right. Nico's just sat in the garage. That's it. Just didn't need to use the tyres. So we've got to watch. No, maybe. Just James is round and going into the pits. Maybe sticking with a P4. Maybe knows it is not enough. Just Soybean has nothing to lose right now. He's P10. What more will he lose? Soybean really needs to make a statement of a lap right now. Have a look. We wanted to go get higher. We're not wanting to risk spinning out of it because it's still wet. Bear in mind. And now he's starting to get business on. He's gonna have a lucky grip through here, but he still sticks it. It's looking really nice out of here. Maybe he doesn't want to bite the bullet through there, and he's still only 2/10 off what Lewis did on his first sector. He can maybe help Nico right now. He sticks it through the second sector. Big snap. You just see how much he's having to throw the car around. Purple sector 2. Come on, can he set the lap? Can he set the lap which splits a Red Bull, or maybe switch AM for himself on the front row? Can he do it? He's gonna stick P8. It just looks like that last sector just isn't what you need with rain and lack of grip. You want to be on the throttle quickly, which you just couldn't do. Nonetheless, well, that's your standings. So he's been way out of where he wants to be. James, P4, which he still is in the championship contention right now. So you have AM7 out qualifying. Lewis, this is massive. Reserve, he wants to be jumping into tier 1. He does. So again, Nico in absolute fire lap. He didn't even need to leave the pits. Takes P1 in the pits. It's like Sebastian Vettel in Singapore. You don't even need to move. But like I said, big and eventful Q3. A lot of mistakes made. Mistakes that shouldn't have been made. But nonetheless, it's our starting grid. Very, very mixed up to what we've had in the past. Yeah. Rangers didn't what we needed. As it's Hungary, it's a big traction track, but at the same time, a lot of things can happen through turn 1. And Mystic Mac predicts a turn 1 dive bomb, which is gonna reap the effects of 2020 Hungary. Not too bad for a second driver, eh? As Nico tops the standings of 14.8, which nobody can compete with, apart from Emil, which topped that. Topped that on his teammate, went 1.5 tenths faster, pretty much. Flying. Again, Red Bull and Mercedes going at it again, but at the same time, let's bear this in mind. Red Bull had a lack of points last race due to the absence of Lewis, and James and George taking advantage of that. So now Williams are on top of the constructors' fight between Red Bull and Williams. So this is a fight we want to be looking out for. George out of where he wants to be, and Soybean way out of where he wanted to be. But nonetheless, we're going to have a really good race on our hands here. Don't know why he's put me in an Alpine. I need to join back. I don't know why he's put me in an Alpine. We could have done that a bit quicker, maybe. Oh my god. Come on, don't put me in a car. Don't put me in a car. Don't put me in a car. I don't know why he's put me in a car, boys. I did opt to spectate, but don't put me in a car. So again, it's lights out and away we go. As Nico looks to get an incredible start. Are we blocking off? As AM's going to maybe chuck it round the outside and Nico, they're going to be both fighting. AM breaks a bit later. As Nico maybe pushes him off the track. Are we not wanting? Maybe. It's a gain. At least maybe want to try his luck down the inside here. Maybe not want to take as much risk. As Soybean's already gained 2 places. There's already a sector 1 yellow flag. As that does look like a track limits right there. Again, AM and Nico looks to be in a world of their own. As James maybe tries his luck down the inside of the chicane. Yeah, we can see how the dirty air affects the F1 cars around here. Oh, his wall gets a big slap of oversteer. Rejoining the track and Soybeans up 3 places already. Soybeans out for revenge right now. As you see both of the Haas drivers, P19 and P20. As Nico sets the fastest lap. So it looks like maybe Lewis. I want to try his luck on AM as AM goes a bit wider than he wanted to. Nonetheless gets a better exit than Lewis. As Lewis spins! He's taking out James! As Soybean creeps through! Soybean's back in P3! As Lewis has retired! This is massive! Oh, poor CJ, man. Poor CJ. He's lost. Discombobulated. There's a safety car being pulled out. How bad did James suffer? As James may want to... He's going to be fighting for that penalty to be removed, but nonetheless. Let's go! CJ gets disqualified. That kid's an idiot, man. It's a game. This is going to be a big turn of events right now. Who wants to pit? Who wants to stay out? Let's see. It's the front 3 runners and mediums, and the back 2 just following them on sauce. What are we saying? And Nico and AM going to go into the pits. Maybe wants to. Is he going to fake? No, all of them stay out. Maybe Will and Tom are both following each other in. Be careful not to get tracked. There we go. So right now, Soybeans creeped up 5 places in the first lap. Let's just get an update of what's actually happening right now. So right now, Rest has jumped up 9 places as well. David 9, Wildy 8. This is massive. Joseph P15, maybe not what he wants. Well, definitely not what he wants. Tom H 6th. This is beautiful. 4, 5, 3, 9, and then James. Very unlucky. Is James going to be pitting? With a 5-second time penalty as well. We'll want to be getting that removed. This is Nico that holds a pack right now. And you've got a hungry AM7, which looks like he does have the pace to compete with Nico at the moment. Just wants to save them tyres though. As Soybean follows, this is looking really good. Bit of a confidence booster for Soybean with a slim get through between the collision of James and Lewis. I say collision. Lewis touched the grey inside curb of turn 3 and it come back to bite him. As it looks, it's going to be 2 laps under safety car. So right now the safety car needs to allow all cars to catch up to the queue. And then it's another lap. Then the safety car comes in. So right now the medium runners have got a really good advantage right now, as I said. Just a medium tyre in general. Just looks like... It looks like maybe... Ooh. Yeah. Obviously got a bit of a glitch there. But it's all good. Milo's just flew it into the pits. As you see here, these are our top 4 runners. As Joseph goes from P15 to P8. This is beautiful for Joseph. This is what he needs. I don't know what's going on with Wildy though. I don't know if he's allowing... I don't know what he's doing, but... That's 10 places nonetheless. 2 loss to Tom as he's pitted, but he's now on the fresh mediums on the safety car restart. Will lost a place, but at the same time that's a big piece of competition gone. And he's going to be racing against Ressa, which has had a massive start. 10 places gained, same as Wildy. David with a 7 places gained as he started from P18. Hey, I'm just trying to heat up the back tyres. Mid TC, it's going to be a bit awful for him having the wheel spin. Just Nico wanting to get the temperatures in the tyres. This is massive. Anybody in the chat, what are we saying? The safety car comes in this lap. Is it going to be Nico? Oh, George gets a bit close again. We've had too many incidents under the safety car. Like we said, Nico's going to hold this pack up as much as he can. And he's going to dart off. He's probably going to dart off around the exit of the next corner. So we're going to follow him through all of this. It looks like he has a really hungry Red Bull. As I'll let you know when he's going. He's gone now. Sam's going to have a little bit more traction out of here though. He actually doesn't. Might want to go for the move though. As it looks like Soybean's dropped down the path. Maybe got a bit of oversteer. That's really disappointing. But for Ressa, that's 11 places gained. And George 5 as well. This is crazy for George. Joseph gains a place as well. People not really wanting to take their chances through here. We got a yellow flag through sector 1, which looks like it is Milo or Ori. I don't know what he's trying to do right now. Maybe got a bit of hard tyres. Hard tyres ain't the choice for this track. I can tell you that from experience. Wildy and Tom need to have a big discussion with themselves. Do need to race each other. Really nice overtake. He's going 3 abreast through here. Oh, does he push him? Does he push him? Sim really aggressive. Right to see. You've got two driving against each other right now. And you've also got Martin that's criticalised on that. And overtaking Tom. So now Sim's wanting to chase down James. He's on the hard tyre, so he is going to be a bit slow. So right now, so even Milo's overtaking Tom. Maybe he's got a bit of damage. Right now, Wildy's already on the back of Joseph. Joseph really doesn't want to let this momentum go. 11 places since the start. Wildy doesn't really want... Oh, his Tesla's got a bit of snap of oversteer. It can be a free abreast for Weir. Oh, as Wildy's giving a bit of tap through Joseph. Maybe late braking by Wildy. But nonetheless, Joseph's flew round. He's going to have way more traction coming out of here, though. And the inside line. But at the same time, Joseph wants to be ahead through here. Maybe pushes him a bit too wide. Needs to give the space. We've also got Wildy joining the fight. Big dive bomb. Maybe. No, he rethought that. Joseph gonna have the best drive through here though. So right now you're gonna be expecting Wildy and Will as Wildy tries to send up the inside of Joseph. A bit of a tap. Maybe a tap of a brake from Joseph as well. Again, these back runners really struggling as Martin nearly loses it. Yeah, let's watch these two fighters. Joseph's already on the back of Ressa. Maybe he rethinks it. He doesn't want to be there. Oh, as Wildy gets him there. Joseph's falling down the pack. Doesn't want to catch no... Really don't want to catch no damage. Just wants to get his head back there. He's already lost 3 positions. Is it a bit of a late breaker or a bit of an early breaker for Tom? As Wildy's absolutely flying. 13 places. Gained in 8 laps. This is going to have a way better drive out of here. Nonetheless, he's going to be struggling. Let's have a look. He throws down the outside. We've got Will to watch here. Maybe misses his braking zone, goes a bit wider than he wanted to. As Tom's got Joseph, but Joseph really don't want to really give up here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It just looks like the car doesn't really want to handle with what you're trying to ask it to do. Maybe. Look at this. Look at the fight we've got here. There's Milo. Seen both get time warnings. This is so close. So you're going to see Wildy climbing up the pack. So Wildy's going to be on Soy soon. Soy wants to get into DRS range of maybe George. Somebody's maybe had an off. James super aggressive on the steering wheel there. May get a better exit than Joseph. Just brakes a bit early as he knows Joseph. And oh, really nice exit out of that. Big snap of oversteer. Really nice. It's going to be a DRS train down here. As it looks like Will and Rest have exchanged places. Wildy's absolutely flying. So Soybean's gaining on George approximately 6 attempts every lap. Every lap, bear in mind. As Will's just not in contention with Wildy at the moment. Wildy being a really, really good driver by what's been said. As Soy and George, oh, so he's always really aggressive with the car. Just doesn't want to get on the curb though. Really doesn't. So what he wants, so he's back into the big points, ahead of James, ahead of Lewis. This is what he wants. He needs a good race through here. It's a lot. Way better exit than George out there. Does not want to go for the overtake here. Really doesn't want to saves it for the safe place. Maybe goes for a dummy. These two fighting all season, and this is what we've been waiting for. Just the one thing that Soy doesn't want to do is get tapped by George. At the same time, George is going to struggle here. He hasn't got ERS. He hasn't got DRS. So he just needs to get his head down. Push. He's got the ERS open now. George heavily defending, just wants to hold the line there. Maybe Soybean might try his luck as well. Quick onto the throttle. Seems a bit better off the line than George. He seems to go for it. George is going to be the... Oh, he's flying. Big tap. Big tap. As we've got some exchange positions. James overtaking Fallen. On the hard tyres, George gets a 3-second time penalty. The soybean just needs to get Wildy. 16 places gained by Wildy. As George mounts a second curl, which you shouldn't really do. As Will's caught up tonight, he's taking advantage of it. This could be Will's best finish in this league. George maybe a bit scared. Big Will behind him. This looks really good. Really good. Big lock up from Will, which looks... As Martin's DNF'd. So as we come across the line now, standings hold Nico, AM, Wildy and Soy. As Nico's holding a really comfortable gap. 3.3 seconds, he's a pit stop gap away. So if there's an undercut given, it's going to be Nico doing it. If there's going to be an overcut doing, it's going to be AM7 going for it. He needs to gain the time. As Joseph DNFs. Where's he DNF though? That's a big decision. Looks like our turn 1 is a big collision. That's Seam. That's Joseph. There's so many DNFs through turn 1 like I predicted before. So right now that looks like it's going to be a safety car. That's got to be a safety car. Look at the state. There's Joseph and Seam just sat there. Oh, he's retired as well. Looking too good. Right now, so this is really big for the medium runners because this is probably the time they may want to pit for hards or they want to stay out. As it looks like AM7 is going into the pits following Nico. But does it... Will Soybean try his luck and try and overtake into the pit lane? He could have done that. But at the same time, while they tried to fake the pit, and maybe Soy might try his luck out of here. Bit of a Sebastian Vettel. Well, he's a bit slow into the pits. No, let's see. Let's see what tyres are going to put on this. Gonna be a set of hards. Will Nico copy? Will Nico? It's gonna be a set of hards for Nico as well. Tom H gets a penalty into the pit lane for 5 seconds. So AM7 looks like he's come out with the pits as well. Maybe gone for the mediums. He's gone for the mediums. A bit of a questionable strategy. Maybe wonders if it's going to be a second safety car. Put details on tyres. So basically, the people that haven't pitted right now is going to be David, Milo, Will, Tom, and Anastasius follows into the pits now. So the only soft runner right now is Wildy. Bit of a questionable strategy. If you're looking at maybe the max on them tyres, 9 or 10 laps, until they start to really fall off. That Wildy, 13 places gained. 16 provisionally, I like to say 16 provisionally. Right now we've got Nico on fresh hards. Nonetheless, we do think that Davey's going to get a better exit than him. Fresh meat with the old mediums, but at the same time they're the softer compound. So he wants to be on the hards as well. He knows what he's doing. We've talked all the way through the week. He just needs to keep his head up. He's ahead of James. He's ahead of George. George has also got a 3-second time penalty. Just needs to stay safe in the safety car. As Wildy goes into the pits again, probably knows that soft decision wasn't the smartest. As he's gonna drop all the way back to P14. Big mistake. This is looking really good for the top 3 runners. As the safety car is glitched. I don't know who's caused that. I don't know who's caused that. Maybe someone wants to tell me from the staff team what's going on here, because this shouldn't be like this. Has the safety car just stopped on track? So it looks like there's no delta time being taken into consideration. So right now this is racing. I do not know what's going on here. David seems to be keeping the time looking as he comes out of slow corners. Already gaining a 10th on Nico. And Nico takes a wide line, maybe gets a better exit on the ERS. This maybe wants to be a restart. You don't want to be having a safety car coming out of turn 1. Did he follow the safety car now? As it looks like whoever's hosting the lobby is tabbed out. This is a big mistake, and this has probably just ruined Nico's race. Yeah, so it looks like the lobby owner did just tab out of the game, which has pushed the safety car back, which has caused an incident. So right now it provisionally AM leads, Soybean follows. But David again, let's see the position change. 17 positions gained. This is massive. As Tom and yeah, we knew it was a mistake from his end. Right now, this doesn't look good for Nico. He does have wing damage, I reckon. Safety car in the slap. This isn't what he needed. David's gonna hold this pack up as much as he can. This is gonna be a really eventful race to the forthcoming end. David takes a wide line, maybe not the best for the tyre temps. This Miles going to be hot on his tail, and so is AM7. AM7's hungry for his first win in turn 1. Looks like Nico's gone into the pits for a fresh front wing. As AM7 gets the overtake done. Does Soybean follow? It looks like Milo just struggled on the exit. Soybean's threw it on the inside. Soybean's gone as well. Is this a bit of lag? Yeah, 7 gets a 3-second time penalty. This is a mess. This lobby may be restarting, I reckon. Nico, yeah, this looks like a lobby restart. This isn't what they need. This isn't what they need. Yeah, this is a restart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the things up. So before the safety car incident, it was Nico, David, Milo, AM, Will, Soy. Then were your front 5. So we're gonna jump. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna we're gonna get a bit of drama. We're gonna get a bit of drama in here. We're gonna jump into the Mercedes chat. Let's make sure we're streaming right now. What's happened, boys? Did you did you tab out? Did you tab out, Joseph? You sure? Because that's what happens in the safety car. When that safety car judders like that, it's because the owners tab, well, the obviously server leaders tabbed out. If you guys need a clip of what happened before, yeah. Well, it'd be the lap reinstated prior to the thing. We need to. So what needs to happen? 2 minutes, man. So Nico, what I think Nico and Joseph right now and all you guys, I think what needs to be done is a 50%, well, a 25%, and people have to start on the tyres they did, well, they started on. Well, obviously was on before the safety car. It's just, if you want to restart, you have to go from. Your call, but we just need to stop with the tabbing out. Your call, just do a vote. Have you seen how everybody that's in a good position of the in the standings, well, in the race, doesn't want to restart? Okay. Yeah, it seems a mess. It shouldn't be how it's held. Everyone was aware, but it's drama at the moment. It wasn't quote unquote halfway through, but at the same time, if we go 50%, then it's going to be the people that DNF prior should be able to take part because you're still taking part of the race distance, right? But if we go same tyres, it's just going to cause an even more issue because we had people on softs. I personally believe that it should be a 25%. Well, what would make sense is that the people that DNF prior to the safety car shouldn't be allowed to race. It just doesn't make. They shouldn't be able to race. If the safety car didn't cause their issue with DNFing or their penalty, they should not be allowed to race. It just doesn't work like that. Do you know what I mean? It'd be the lap reinstated. So yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Let's talk to the team. Streaming boys. What looks like to be happening? Soybean. What looks like is going to happen. Per, personally, I think the result should be given is people that didn't DNF under the safety car, because theoretically, if you restart the session as if the safety car never happened, then all the DNFs under the safety car shouldn't be held either. So people that DNF prior to the safety car shouldn't be able to race. Um, I think that'll work. but it's people that want to join. You can't hear my guys. You want to hear him? No, they're gonna be very quiet. Speak.
Let's go.
Let's go. But yeah, it just seems like people are wanting to get just an unfair advantage out of this, because if Lewis joins back, he's gonna be P3.
Yeah, and he DNF'd.
And he DNF'd on lap 2, so it's just gonna be a bit unfair.
Yeah. Like there goes Lewis, Joseph, Ulrich.
These guys said, do you see
Quite
that?
a
And
few
Sim, the two cars that caused the safety car, I don't know who. I think it was Sim and someone else.
It'd have been Sim and Joseph.
Okay, Sim.
But I believe if you reinstate the lap before the safety car, which you're meant to do if a safety car was the issue, then that would theoretically mean that Sim and Joseph would start the race.
I don't know.
But if you restart, it doesn't look like it's going to be 50% people in the trial. It probably does look like it's going to be a 25%. It's already half 8.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I would say 25% started the tire. You started on the safety, in the race, and then.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just people ran out. But I understand. I'd do the exact same. Just trying to see if they can wiggle themselves back into the race.
No, but like before the safety car, like if you understand.
Yeah, well, that's how it should work in the regulations. If there's a breach or there's an issue with a safety car.
I was P1, for example, and AM was second, I think, and then it was Wildy, and then Science something.
No, well, it was
Elpan. Let's go.
So what's the Elpan?
So,
No, he's no.
So Joseph looks like he's going to be making himself an announcement. I'll let the stream know what it is. But no, it does seem a bit weird at the moment. Well, we'll see.
I was on a fucking guard strategy, and then I said, "Fuck you, fuck me," as well as Soy.
All retired cars will start at the back. So if they restart.
What the fuck? That's not fair.
Are you still streaming?
Gossip.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, this is gonna be better for people to take right now, though, boys.
No.
Yeah, there's
No 50. No 50. Oh, what?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
That 50.
These reactions are so stupid right now. Oh, this is funny.
This is crazy, man. Bro,
I don't think we should have restarted at all, but
well, they should. So if you seen what the stream saw, it was everybody overtook the safety car because because the safety car was glitched out because he was tabbed out.
Somebody just said overtake the safety car.
It was. I've told everybody about this. Do not tab out if you're the leader and it's a safety car because no, it is that. It is that.
I know it was messed up, but
yeah, but that it DNF'd the leader,
almost.
Which is, well, I'd like to say it did DNF him and put him in the back of the fucking race, but nah, it was I think Amir will benefit out of this for the 25%. But it's a hard.
He was in the lead pretty much.
Yeah, I know. So he will benefit from the 25%, I reckon.
Who?
Amir.
Why?
He can go super aggressive. The strategy that you guys are on looked like it was just a solid 50%. But right now this is one that's gonna bite people in the ass, man.
Yeah, I don't understand things.
Make sure you become spectator.
One guy got
Let's go!
One guy was an Aston Martin. Nobody would care if it only was because it was Niga. Look, there was B2. He realized that he couldn't be near the safety car.
Guys, one guy got damaged. One guy. If it was an Aston Martin, nobody would care. It was only because it was Nico. Look, David was P2. Whoa, wait there.
Yeah, bro, it's
chill.
No, it's annoying me because now people think I have different rules than me.
Yeah, just chill. I'm gonna I'm gonna do my thing.
You should probably go. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Ciao! Nico, don't reply to that. Don't reply to it.
Oh.
Yeah, this isn't good, man. No, so stream. So if you guys don't already know, it's a common glitch of F1. We had this back in season 1 twice, 2 or 3 times, where if the obviously the lobby leader tabs out of the game, what that theoretically does is it pauses the game and the mechanics inside of it for a little bit. So the safety car. So I believe when Joseph DNF'd, he probably tabbed out, shared the clip, and tried to put a ticket in. When he put the ticket in, that's when the safety car held at the place it was, tabs back in, then tabs back out. So the safety car started again and then stopped, which then took Nico. I'm already in. I am, don't worry. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Joseph said original starting order. What? Original? Nah. You're kidding. What the fuck? Yeah. Apologies for my language, but that's ridiculous. That's not. Isn't what you want. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably not the best decision. Yeah, I know, wrestler man, but taking it into general track's probably isn't the best thing. Um. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a big shame. I mean, yeah, chill out, man. You're still P2. It's a 25% now. It's a 25%. Will these people remain in their original positions, though? Yeah, general chat's always been in slow mode. Because people get salty, and then they take it into memes as well. So we just need to, yeah, just chill. Like I said, there's just too much attention right now. People are, yeah, just chill, Tom, man. Yeah, right now it just seems like people have benefited, people haven't benefited really, because Nico at the same time, he's on danger again. It's just like Jeddah. So he was on the hard tyres. Let me guess reverse grid so they can get. But yeah, I told you to stop, bro. Not the place. Yeah. Yeah, this ain't good. Let's just respect the sportsmanship from Lewis. If he gets put back to third position, he did just present the fact he'll stop and go to the back, but nah, I don't think that's fair. Personally, I feel like what should have been done is a 25% race. Reinstate the lap before. It's either that, reinstate the lap before, or the people that started where they were in the front grid, in the order that they DNF'd is the order they go back in the track. So the latest to DNF goes obviously before all the other people that DNF prior. So they start, well, what would have made sense is people start well, they'd start on the tyre that they were on before they DNF'd, or the starting tyre that they started on, so people that qualified in the mediums, they'd go to the mediums. But yeah, well, we'll just have to plow on, do our own thing. Let's all ready up. So it looks like, considering everyone complained, everyone's back in, apart from Kevin, which is, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, unless that's intentional or what, but everybody complained in general chat, and yet everybody but one is here, so I don't see an issue. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's an awkward position. The classic Jose Mourinho saying, "If I say anything, I will be in big trouble." Okay. Maybe he wants to, let me watch the race. Yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. It's raining, someone said? What? Is he gonna let me watch? So right now there's 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and away we go on the restart. And it's got a low wheel spin. Maybe Amir gets a better exit than Nico at this time. As he do, as Nico pushes the Red Bull out wide. As Lewis does the sportsman thing to do. So it looks like Nico's got a better exit on the wide. There we go again. So let's all respect that Lewis did put himself out. Just to be respectful of what's going on. So right now we've got Fallings in P3 as he overtakes AM. AM's maybe just lost his head a little bit here. He needs to get himself back into the zone. Soybean P5. So you got racing between James and AM. AM just completely out of it right now. He needs to concentrate, put his head down. He's making a lot of mistakes. James will be wanting to try his luck as well here. That isn't what I wanted to happen, man. Looks like, yeah. If that's called a safety car, that's not cool to do, man. So right now, Fallen just looks like he has better pace than Nico right now. Nonetheless, Nico started on the medium tyres. They're fresh, bear in mind. Nonetheless, AM just needs to get his head in the game right now. He just needs to focus. There's a lot more that can go on to this right now. Nico with a 1:22.5. As Jose goes into the pits, early pits. Could maybe make the mediums last at the end of the race. As Lewis is also climbing up the order. Right now, we've got a really close contention right now. As Will's obviously going to have the pace just off the first bit of stint. Just with the soft tyres are really fast around here. As we were looking, It looks like Soybean doesn't actually have damage from the collision before, but James doesn't want to be trying his luck on AM7 here. Don't want to make it a move there. Really close to not making a collision here. As it looks like there is a virtual safety car. This is going to benefit all the soft runners right now. All of them. Let's have a look at that incident right now through Joseph POV. Let's have a look. I probably think it's out of here. They probably collided. Let's have a look. So it's a full-fledged safety car. They probably collided out of here on the left side. No, they've gone on the right side. So I reckon someone's touched the curb, pushed both of them off. Yeah. So let's get a quick look. So as Fallen goes into the pits, Nico, AM7, stay out. James stays out. Will goes in. So all the soft runners look like they are pitting right now. As it looks like who follows in, Will, none other than Will, or none other than Tom. Yeah, Zamir forgets his setup. It's all good. Right now, so provisionally it is Nico, AM, James, and Soy. So it's a William sandwich and soybeans are filling. So again, I'm getting a bit of nostalgia from here. Let's make sure nobody tabs out this time, eh? Nobody tabs out, eh? Uh-oh. Change goes side by side. Don't want to be breaking like that though behind Soy. This is what we're looking at right now. So we're looking at Lewis already in P8. And nobody can necessarily complain and say it's unfair because he theoretically did leave onto the pit lane exit, allow all the cars to get by him. And me, chill out, man. Just head down. Yeah, did allow all cars to get by him. So right now he's just fighting for the comeback. Yeah, safety car looks like it will be coming in the next lap. So it's allowed all the cars to catch up to the pack. And Lewis is still on the soft tyres. So that will maybe come back and he'll want to wait for the next safety car to come out. If there is one, nonetheless. But at the moment I'm not really doubting that Lewis isn't right now. It does look like it's a good decision to make. He's on the soft tyres right now. While he's on the soft tyres, they're going to be super fast. Very, very fast if they can get attempts in them into the prime stages. So as it stands, we've got Nico, AM7, James, Soybean, George, Anastasis, Wildy, Lewis, Sim, Fallen, Will, Tom, Joseph, Milo, and Tom H. So chat, what do we think is going to happen here? I reckon there's going to be a little tussle between the top 3 and the 5. Just due to what we've seen throughout the full season. The Williams and Soybean are a bit feisty. Nonetheless, P8 to P4 for Soy. AM7, as the safety car does come in this lap, Nico will be controlling the field. So you see big weaves, AM7 doesn't want to be near these. As you see, he doesn't want to take that chance, and they're both going to get a 5-second, and it's going to be a big ticket. Very big ticket. Again, so he's going to stay close. As we're going to follow Nico on this exit. As he's got a hungry AM7 in front of him. So he's going to do exactly what he did last time, where he waits round here, and I'll tell you when he goes. 3, 2, 1, go. Calling him. You'd think I'm his TP, right? So it looks like he's left AM7 in the nap. It looks like he isn't actually there yet. Maybe he wants to go for a late dive. As you can see him there. As you can see, AM7 definitely doesn't have a setup on. He has such a high top speed, but he's going to struggle through these sections of corners. You can see Soybean is trailing. AM, he's just got to watch out because he knows that Amir doesn't have the downforce. He's just got a bit unlucky with the restart. Soybean needs to pick his time. He needs to pick a right time as well to make his overtake, as George is struggling through the chicane. While he's catching up to Anastasis, maybe he just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. Really doesn't want to underestimate how much speed Anastasis has got. Just like there, just needs to watch on. He's gonna make a dive into here. I can feel it. Oh, a bit antsy. Just needs to watch out. Really clean driving though, to be fair. As he goes for the dummy move, sends Anastasis wide. Just needs to give enough room, which they're just not wanting to give each other right now. So while he's going to have the bare X salvage, some more traction in them soft tyres. It looks like there isn't going to be much position changing through here. AM7 does seem to have his head down right now. He just needs to push. There's a lot more. Oh, as well, he goes off. Thankfully, no damage. Thankfully, no damage. Doesn't want to rejoin that track unsafely, though. And there's Wildy on the back of the grid. Asim overtakes Anastasis. Maybe has a bit of damage following Anastasis. Maybe. So it looks like Soy is catching. So Soy is going to be catching AM7 through the first and the second sector split. Yeah, you've missed a lot of drama, Phoenix. I'll tell you that now. So he's going to throw it into here, as it looks like Will has also spun the car. Almost taking Wildy out with him. So he's super close to Amir, just doesn't want to make that risky move. Amir is not going to be in the mood to give up any time here. Let's push wide, needs to keep his head down. Again, a really nice fight as Tom and Joseph are going at it. There's a lot of... Oh, Joseph doesn't really give the room he really should have given. It gives Milo a really good run on Tom though. And also DRS is enabled, which is going to give Joseph the advantage if he can keep that 1 second time. I reckon Tom's going to brake a little bit later and he's going to collide with Joseph, but he hasn't. He's braked really nicely there. So you see here, George getting really close to Amir. As Amir gets 3 seconds, this isn't helping. He isn't going to be really happy. He's lost what seems to be a really easy win. As it looks like the conditions may be changing. I can get the information if you guys want to hold out on that. I shall get the info for you guys. I shall give you the prediction of when the rain is going to kick in. Because the rain looks like it's going to be dropping in maybe 10 minutes. That's a 72% chance for that to happen. As Williams now has 6 warnings. Now who's that Williams? We don't know. Maybe that's last lobby, maybe. But right now, it's going to be 10 minutes, so it's going to be straight, so it's going to be light rain. Then in the next 5 minutes to the 10 minutes, and heavy rain, you reckon? What my telemetry app tells me. So as Lewis goes for the move on George, George doesn't want to give the room, he actually does. As AM7 is going to have the DRS on Soybean. Soybean needs to stick it together, he needs to get in front of James, that's his target. As Lewis is on a hunting mission right now. He's planned this perfectly, he's gone soft, he's going to take him to the inters. He has planned this absolutely perfectly. As long as this rain kicks in the next 5 to 6 minutes, he's got this down to a T. So right now we're following the leaders. So right now all you need to do is just keep within the second gap throughout the full first to second sector. It's going to give you the best advantage through the third sector to get them on the back straight. It's just It's just key right now. So right now, all the people need to start thinking, when do I pit? When do I not pit? Do I wait for my rival to pit first? As Miley gets a 3-second time penalty, was a bit... I don't think he... really don't think he went over that curb then. That's what I saw. As we're going down the back straight. So Lewis is going to probably have a really good exit. Same 7 goes off the track. Don't know if he gained an advantage doing that. But here we go. 3 temps. It's going to be a DRS train as AM7 is going to be stuck in the mud here with no DRS. Here we go. So right now Soybean has maintained the gap of 1.9 seconds. He needs to chop that down or go for the undercut on James. It's going to be one of them. But right now Nico looks really confident up in front. Miles going to be on the back of Joseph as well. As Anastasia said, the fastest lap on them soft tyres. Joseph really pushing the car as well, really pushing it. As Miles just gets a way better X out of there. Bit scared on the throttle though. Seam and Tom have a collision. Apparently no. Joseph has to take Seam. I don't know what's going on with Seam, but he just needs to watch out. Yeah, there is a really big spit in the pack here. As Milo's going to maybe get the move on Joseph done. Late braking. Joseph maybe not had the right decision to go on the hards. Maybe not. Maybe. As we can see if Joseph maybe going to try and creep it down the inside. No, he isn't. As he's going to go. He's not going to go in. He's going to really struggle. Oh, this is big racing right now. This George can have a way better X out here, I reckon. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Lewis holds it perfectly. Places the car where it needs to be. And he does exactly what he needs to do. And now Seam goes into the pits. And apart from that, it doesn't look like there's many more drama. Maybe Tom and Fallen maybe going at it. Maybe. At the moment, it looks like AM7's catching up to Soybean. Soybean maybe having a bit of issues. As we see Rain trying to spit. Do drivers think, is it time to pit? Is it time to do the undercut? As Milo DNFs as well. Definitely caught that curb and just lost the car. That's a safety car. Do people want to take the chance and go in for intermediates? As it looks like Soybean's already doing it. Soybean may have just done the Jensen button. Has he imitated Jensen button in Canada? Has he? As Inter's getting fitted on that car. There's no front wing change. AM7's followed. Lewis has followed. Yes. So it's going to be Nico and James on the slick tyres. Maybe. Yeah, so every other person's fitted. Just let's see. Was this the right decision? Have they pitted too early? Personally, I think it's a perfect time. By the time the safety car comes in, I reckon there's going to be standing water on the track. And Nico and James are going to be stuck in the mud. I personally think that Nico should have pitted as well with something, but I'm not there to tell him what to do. What do we think, chap? Personally right now I think that Soy and AM, George, Lewis are all in a perfect situation right now. As Nico's already starting to struggle. As James needed that person and is here to tell him what needs to be done. George did it. Now what's James done? Will they think if I pit maybe I may be faster than other people behind? Or do they think that the rain isn't really going to be an issue? I think it is. There's a lot of standing water as Nico almost spins on the exit. Nico just needed to have that TP and I wasn't there, so it's nonetheless it's only James he really needs to worry about, and it looks perfect for Soybean at the moment. Absolutely perfect, and AM7's back in that position he needs to be. Right now, it's going to be really beneficial for AM7, that setup, just due to the fact that it's wet. It's going to be a wet race from then on, I reckon. So his setup isn't really going to matter. He's going to have a lack of downforce nonetheless. He needs to up the brake bias, drop the wing. Hopefully he did that in the pits. I reckon it's going to work out really well for him. But nonetheless, look at Lewis in P4. His pit stop strategies worked perfectly. Stay on the softs, get the absolute prime stages out the softs, because he knew that this interstage was coming. Soybeans made an absolute beautiful decision. AM7's made a beautiful decision. And all the people that pitted on that lap with the safety car made the right decision. So right now, Nico and James join the pack in 7th and 8th. This is massive, but AM7 has got that 3-second time penalty. As we can see, AM7's on 2+ laps of fuel. He's gonna have a full charge battery of ERS. Let's see how much soy fueled. So they've both fueled up about 0.5 over the limit. It looks like George did under fuel, but it's worked in his favour. Lewis actually overfueled by the looks of it. A safety car's coming in this lap. It's going to be Soybean that's going to lead these guys out. He's got to watch it. He's got to keep the tyre temperature. Everyone's got to have tyre temperatures right now. So you see here, he's going to hold everybody up. He's going to stop, go, stop, go. Will he catch the Red Bull? Will he catch the Red Bull napping? The Red Bull's next to him. This is scary stuff. So it looks like he's trying to fake it, but it looks like James is already got the advantage. As again, AM7 gets the advantage, but James is following. Where's George following quickly? As Soy's weaving, just trying to. As George goes to the late breakers, and he's tapped Soy. This will be very close racing. This is massive again. As Fallen's just snuck through them all. As Nico's back in the points again, AM7 is just not having the longest straw right now. He's not had the best time. Lewis is going to get the overtake on him here as well. That's due to that bomb probably wasn't really justified. Weren't really the best. So he's going to have a hot head. He needs to really chill out. I don't know if he's got wing damage or not or what. But yeah, I think George just overestimated maybe on how much space he had there and tapped Soy. And then he was just bumper carting down 1 and 2, but right now Fallen is P1 in the Haas. Let's just acknowledge that for a second. He's gained that 1 second gap as well. Just that safety patch. But Nico and Soy are very close to each other. Nico gets this little snap of oversteer. Four attempts. Big snap of the rear again. As it looks like it may return to wet conditions, but I think people can hold it out. I don't reckon it's just full wet just yet. I think people just need to hold it out. Soybean needs to capitalise on this. But it's a heartache for him. He was really strong in the dry. Restart happened. He lost his P1. Forgot to put a setup on prior to the race, and it's just not. He's not had the long straw today. Looks like Nico's just catching up on Soy, maybe feeling a bit more confident on the throttle than Soy is. But yeah, again, Soy is still 5 times to George, and George is dropping back. As he gets a 3-second time penalty, this is massive. Joseph 3-second time penalty. As he's seen George just trying his limits out of there. Just trying to see. But at the same time, Nico really doesn't want to be going for a move on Soybean here. He wants to let Soybean get past George and follow. He just wants to follow. That's all he needs to do. Let's see. In the history, Soybean's going to go for the dive here. I can smell it. He's going to go for it. He's going to poke his nose up and George is going to shut the door. He baited it. He gave George a bad exit. If George has a big snap of the rear. If George blocks the door immediately, this is big racing. If George wants to close the door, he's closing the door, trying to push Soy on the grey. This isn't good, this isn't good. Oh. Nico does not want to be anywhere near this. This is really, really good racing from Soy and George. Maybe not what Soy wants. Oh, good, Patrick. Oh, Soybean spins, doesn't... Oh, it was. What? What the... Did he catch that? What the fuck? Oh, sorry for my language. What? As Lewis is a 10th, just behind Soy. Soy maybe having damage. Yeah, he's lost that side pod. He's lost his side pod of his front wing. Soy isn't happy. I can see it. I can see it. Soy isn't happy. This is huge. Oh, Soybean and AM7 both collide. If it's going to be a safety car either. This is looking really good for Fallen. Nico's wanting to get the overtake. Yeah, this isn't looking too good. As Soybean gets into the pits, AM's going to follow into the pits as well. Nico. Again. Was George maybe not liking the way he held the position there? Maybe just wanted to give it back. I'm just surprised how he didn't hold that much defensively. As well gets a 3-second time penalty. This is massive racing. Wildy catching up on Lewis as well. James catching up on Wildy. This is huge. It's going to be a very, very long night. So right now again, let's just update the standings. Fallen is 3 seconds ahead of Nico right now. Them both tussling through the last lap just didn't help. It didn't help Nico at all. Fallen just needs to keep it tidy, keep it penalty free, and it looks like he's going to be clear sailing to a win. Is this going to be another Ocon? Is he going to be a new winner of AARL? Nico personally thinking, nah, not having it. At the same time, Soybean, P13, AM. AM's gone for full wets. Might not. Doesn't look like the right tyre. He's just not got that much grip. There's not enough standing water. It's like gap's now gone down to 4. 4 temps, just through sector 1. Now 6 temps. Forge needs to stick it. He needs to hold it. Nearly 50 laps of racing. Fallen is P1. And Nico just having that extra bit of traction as it looks like we're having really, really tight fights. We are going 3 long. Right now as Wildy gets a big snap of oversteer. Let's follow this. Let's follow this on the rear. As Lewis gets a way better exit out of here. He's way more confident on the front. Wildy wanting to try his luck on Lewis as well. This is massive. James just sitting there, just being like, listen, you guys crash. Sector 2, yellow flag. And that looks like Will has spun. Will has spun and retired. There will be no safety cards due to the fact that there's not enough laps in the race to do so. Maybe James had a bit of damage there, maybe. It's a bit of a tap. As it looks like it's going to be massive racing. Who gets the best traction? As it looks like the gap's gone down to 1.5 seconds, but I do not think it's going to be held. So right now, as James gets past Wildy, will Lewis get past George? And will James get past Lewis? We don't know. As Wildy maybe try his luck on James here? Maybe? As Wildy gets a 3-second time penalty, this is huge. That then pulls Joseph, Anastasis and Seam into the playing points. As Joseph also gets a 3-second time penalty I didn't know of. My bad. As it looks like maybe Lewis, I want to go for it. As the gap's now gone down to a second, we're going to follow these guys down. 7/10 now. There is no mercy for Nico right now. He isn't thinking. This is Fallen's first win. We're gonna follow these leaders round. This is the fight. Fallen just needs to stick it together. He's held it. He's held it perfectly. He's made the right calls. He's kept it penalty free. He's kept it risk free. He's going through sector 3. Again, really nice on the curb. As Nico gets a big snap of overset, Nico just can't make a desperate move here. As Tom and Will, maybe Tom and Seam, a bit of a collision, maybe not. As Fallen's going to come across the start of finish straight. He's dusted Nico. He's made the right decisions. As Fallen comes across the finish line to take P1 in Hungary, followed by Nico, followed by George, and probably the biggest controversial race in the season. This is huge. As James is... Oh, I thought they didn't get past. Holy. This is massive. A big disappointment for Soy and AM. I'm going to have to chat with them after the race. But right now, this is Fallen, this is Nico, this is James. As James finishes P3. This is massive. Fallen takes his first win in AARL. This is huge. After all the controversy, Fallen's on top. Let's get all these guys into interviews right now. Okay, so the people I'm going to be interviewing are... It's going to be first, it's going to be Nico, is P2. I'm going to be met in... Patrick, or Emil, if I jump in general, can you pull me in an interview? And just pull the guys that I need? Thank you. Thank you. And then I need Nico pulling in as he's P2. Emil. There we go. Nico.
Yeah,
How you doing, buddy?
I'm fine.
Okay. Obviously, we could see that there was maybe a pit stop mistake, maybe a strategy mistake. Maybe you underestimated how much rain was on the track. What was your opinion on that?
Nah, me and James was just really unlucky with the safety car. It came out right after I've passed the pits, so it's not that much to say about that.
Yeah. Now, just coming up a bit short of Fallen. Fallen holding the race, penalty free, crash free. Just 3 seconds was there that you needed to chase. You chased back 2.4 of it. Not enough. Now, what's your opinion on the controversy? Just give your opinion on it.
What can I get it again? I don't know.
The controversy, the restart.
I mean, it fucked many drivers, so
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't understand why then if people could race again.
Yeah. Well.
That's the main concern.
So Lewis did go back to the did go from third on the track and then let all the other drivers overtake in respect of him. But Nico, you drove an amazing race. Just came up short, but hopefully Spa can treat you right.
Hope so.
Okay, Nico, it's been good interviewing you.
Yep.
Thank you, buddy. Okay, I need Fallen bringing in, boys. So with Fallen, if you could jump in, if Fallen could jump in to Twitch host booth and somebody pull him in, please, that'd be really nice. Fallen, that's P1, buddy.
Hey, yeah, I know.
Good man, well done. Good, well done. Kept it penalty free. Pit stop strategy was perfect. Go on, run me through your race.
Man, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. The first race, it happened so quick. I think Williams hit me. Sue hit me.
Yeah.
And at the second race, he helped me. He defended like a lion. It was great, man.
Yeah, I seen the qualifying was impeccable by both of you guys, and yeah, you held the race together perfectly. Now I've got another question I need to ask you. What's your opinion on
Yes.
the controversy, Fallen? The restarts?
Listen, I wanted to do a 15% because another 50% race would kill my legs.
Yeah.
I was racing so hard. Damn, man. So I think it was a good decision to race a 15%
Yep.
race.
So
Yeah.
that is a win. That is a win,
Yeah,
Fallen,
no.
buddy.
We also pass our rivals,
Yeah.
Ferrari, at
So
the championship.
that's what I like to see. Fallen,
Yeah,
new winner in AARL. I hope you enjoy that.
I do enjoy that, my friend. I do enjoy that. I was
No,
screaming at the mic. Oh
perfect.
my god.
Fallen, that's P1,
Yeah,
buddy. Winner of Hungary. Take it into Spa, right? Thank you for chatting.
yeah.
Thank you,
Okay,
buddy.
goodbye, man.
Bye, man. Okay, so can I have James pulled in as well? James.
Oh,
Run me through what happened, man. That's P3.
yeah. Did you see the overtake
I,
last lap?
I did see. There was a bit of crashing on the grass.
Yeah, I was so excited. So
Yeah.
let go of my wheel.
So, run me through this. Opinion on the controversy? And,
Mm, well, like the restart.
yeah.
That's bullshit, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, just big respect on Lewis. He did let everybody past.
Yeah.
He did go from
Uh,
last to first. Well, last to fourth,
now.
I believe.
Yeah.
But no, you held a really strong. You held a really strong race, though, James.
Yeah, George, he had a 3-second penalty, so we knew he would be behind me. So,
Yep.
he had team orders to slow Lewis, and somehow, I don't know how, but we got him.
We like to see that. Now, James, was the
Yeah.
pit stop under the safety car? Would you had the chance to go in? I saw you had the chance. What was going through your head there?
I wasn't sure, to be honest.
Wasn't
I
sure.
didn't know. I was like on the entry, but there wasn't just enough time, so I stayed out. I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was gonna rain a lot or just a small bit, but then it started to rain a lot. Yeah.
I saw that. So,
George says he wants to join the
wants to
the
join?
interview here. Yeah.
Amelia, if you could drag George and drag the TP as well. I wanna chat with him as well.
Hi.
Williams. Now, P3, P4, P5. You dropped to Lewis.
I
He
hit
had a penalty.
I saw. Okay. So, I've got a quick question for Patrick.
Yep.
Was there enough time to make that decision for Inters, or was there not?
Probably actually, but I was actually telling him to stay out because I didn't think it was gonna get wet so quickly. So that was actually kind of like my bad, but in the end it worked out, so I'm happy.
So for George,
Yes.
was that a decision you made on your own?
Yeah.
Well, it was a very good
That's
decision. So
1000 IQ plays.
now, George,
Yes.
you and Sawyer have been tussling left and right. Run me through what's happening. So we had the turn one incident, the dive bomb. Was it on the start?
On the restart with
Yes.
Soy, was it?
Yes,
So
it was a move on AM, I believe.
yeah, what happened is like I tried to make a move on AM. I broke super early, and he broke even earlier. And I don't know what Soybean did. I thought he would already be over the turn. He will break late, but he broke a bit too early. So I tagged him, and then I don't know what happened. But I wanna kind of thank him because if he wasn't pushing me around, I wouldn't be in the race to help James.
I saw.
Because at the point on the left-hander when Soybean was pushing me, I was laughing so hard, right? I didn't know, like, what the fuck is going on, and then I just saw a Haas just walk past us.
Yeah, Fallen just.
And that was Fallen, boys. What's your opinion on
CJ.
Fallen's race? Go on.
Oh,
I mean,
perfect.
as a friend of I know him, so I kinda tried to slow down Nico, but who cares? I just let him go because I made contact with him, and I thought it was my mistake, so I just let him go, and he didn't want to go, so I thought he got an illegal overtake. So I
Yeah.
overtook him again and then let him go because it was kind of unfair the way I defended against him, I think. So yeah.
James, you had
Yes.
something to tell me?
Yeah, what happened with AM and Soybean?
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of an awkward one in the voice chat tonight, boys. But no, what happened is Soy had no front wing, I believe, and then I believe AM was going to overtake, and then Lewis was going to overtake. Lewis got down the inside, and then there was just no room for AM or Soy. So then Soy's back, well, Soy's front right hit AM's front left, well, back left, and they both went into the wall.
I had the best view of that, and for me, it looked like Soy just turned left and killed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll look at that again, but
Yeah. So anything else needs to be said, boys, apart from a really strong finish?
And a very good strategy, yeah?
Except for the
Like,
intercall.
look, the last lap was just, it was just amazing, bro. I don't know what happened. The last lap, last corner was like, I couldn't believe we actually done it because I hit a 3-second penalty. So I was like, am I gonna like kinda? I had slightly front wing damage, I think, from Soybean pushing me around. So I was kind of slow sector 2 because it's already tough to do it on Inters. And I was slowing down Lewis. Kind of, it was 50-50, always all on purpose and just because my front wing. And at the last corner, I decided, like, I told James to go down the inside and I will guard the outside. And because Lewis will follow me, I just slowed a bit down on the exit so James can actually overtake, and that's how we did. We boxed him in on the outside. He couldn't do anything. So I mean, I mean, nothing wrong with that, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in the position to comment on that. But apart from that, boys, really solid finish for Williams.
Yep.
I'll be moving to some other drivers. I wish you all the best of luck in Spa next week. I believe it is.
Thank you
Yep.
very
Yo.
much.
And
yeah.
very good race, boys.
All right.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Okay, so can I have Soybean pulled in, or Soybean, can you jump in if you're watching? I need some comments on this. Or if Soybean can't jump in, I think I'll give Soybean a minute to jump in. But apart from that, that was such a big race. What do we think, chat? Yeah, Soybean's not in any VC. That's absolutely fine, boys. It's been a pleasure. A really controversial race, but at the same time, we have a new winner, which is massive, massive for the league. And a really eventful race. Now I've got to have a chat to AM and Soy and Nico, and try to see what went on. So yeah, you guys all have a good night. That was Hungary on AARL League. Thank you for watching, boys. You have a good night.